he will come straight. Look you, lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace hath screened and stood between much heat in him. I'll silence me even here. Pray you, be round with him.
I'll warrant you. Fear me not. Withdraw. I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Fishwet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why? How now, Fishwet?
Oh, what's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the rude not so. You are the
Queen, your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then, I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come and sit you down, you shall not budge.
Not till I set you up a glass, where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will thou do? Thou will not murder me. Help! Help!
What? Oh, help!
How now? A rat! Stand for a ducat! Stand! Oh me! What have you done? Oh. Was it the king? A rash and bloody deed that was.
A bloody deed, almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word.
Wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Thou find'st too busy is some danger. Leave wringing of your hands. Peace, sit you down, and let me wring your heart, for so I shall. It be made of penetrable stuff. If damned custom have not brashed it so, that is proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done? That house darest rag thy tongue in noise so rude against me.
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty called virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as dicers' oaths. Oh, such a deed! As from the body of contraction plucks the very soul, and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words. Heaven's face doth glow over this solidity and compound mass, with tristful visage as against the doom is thought sick at the act.
Me, what act? That roars so loud and thunders in the index.
Look here upon this picture, and on this the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow, Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten and command.
A station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill, a combination and a form indeed where every god did seem to set his seal, to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this moor? Ha! Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday and the blood is tame. It's humble and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Sense sure you have, else you could not have motion. But sure that sense is apoplexed, for madness would not err, nor sense to ecstasy was never so thralled, but it reserved some quantity of choice to serve in such a difference. What devil was it that thus hath cozened you at hoodman blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sands all, or but a sickly part of one true sense could not so mope. O shame, where is thy blush? Rebellious hell, if thou canst mutine in a matron's bones, to flaming youth let virtue be as wax and melt in her own fire. Proclaim no shame when the compulsive ardour gives the charge, since frost itself as actively doth burn and reason panders will.
O Fishwet, speak no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into your very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their tint.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words like daggers enter in my ears. No more, sweet Fishwet.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is not 20th part the tithe of your precedent lord, a vice of kings, a cut purse of the empire and the rule, that from a shelf the precious diadem stole and put it in his pocket.
No more!
A king of shreds and patches,